Oh, serio?
Serio. Wasn't there. Too bad for me, I guess.
Civic Talk, episode 10. Isn't that crazy, man?
10 episodes.
That's crazy, man.
You look at you, dressed down.
We're doing worship for the main church, so.
Serio.
Serio.
Right,
are we gonna talk like that again? We gotta elevate our verbiage. We can't be like, palabra. Yeah, we could.
It's up to you. It's your podcast. Or your vlog, better said.
It's yours too.
Oh, serio?
The team.
Alright.
Can't do it by myself.
Say listen.
No I in team.
Elevator speech.
No me in team. No me.
How frustrating, man. I couldn't find my wallet.
Somebody punked you, man.
Maybe
they're pranking you.
My brother said he saw it last night. I'm asking, where'd you leave it? He doesn't answer me. So who knows? Maybe he didn't find it. I'm starting to think right now I might have left it at the doctor's office yesterday. Yeah.
In your ID.
Yeah, everything.
Your ID that's not federal limits.
Yeah.
That federal limits do not apply.
I'm more worried about the cards, man.
The credit cards? All that cash money, young moolah.
Mm-hmm. Check my bank account. See some kids.
But I was talking to Brian last night about an interesting. There's a mural in Denver airport that's like a bunch of people, different kinds of people with different nationalities, and wearing face masks. And that was painted in '94, I believe. So I don't know, coincidence? I don't know.
Just might be.
I don't know. Like, do I think that the enemy has a plan? Of course, the enemy has a plan, and. He's using human beings, just like God uses humans, or can use humans if we surrender to Him, if we allow Him to use us, then He can use us. And just like that, the enemy can use humans too, making them believe that it's for their benefit. You know that that's how sometimes we'll think like, man, how did the obviously it took a lot of manpower to build the pyramids, especially in times where there was no forklifts or any machinery. They just had to do it like a lot of men, a lot of men. Now the human beings at that time, they could have been that smart to make that, to create the architecture for that. Or maybe they were getting intellect from entities. Who knows? Or maybe a little bit of both. Who knows? But
it might just be, man.
There's definitely, the human is limited, right? I don't want to discredit. Well, in the Bible it says you cannot do anything without me, right? I said you can't do anything without me. So we can't do anything without God. And maybe, so if we can't do anything without God, maybe we say, well, I know we can't do anything without God, but I don't want to be with God. So maybe the enemy will help me, or so maybe the enemy knows, like, okay, these humans, they can't do anything. They can't. So maybe if I, suggest things and have them follow, or I don't know, it's just so deep, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when Jesus Christ returns as the Lion of Judah, remember, the first time he came, he was like a lamb, he just a lamb into the slaughter. You know how lamb, they don't fight nothing, right? When you kill, like, they just chill. They're not aggressive creatures. That's why it compares Jesus to a lamb. He didn't fuss. He didn't defend himself. He was just a lamb into the slaughter. But the second time he comes, he's gonna be a lion. A lion, cuh.
Serio.
Am I bugging right now?
No, you're not. I'm trying to think.
You're balling, huh? Oh man.
It's interesting you brought up the Denver airport, man, because they've always talked about that.
Yeah, and I know, and I think they had other things in there, like a
they got a lot of the statue.
Yeah, they have a statue of the Mama Fett.
Yeah.
I'm like, they ain't playing over there, man.
No, they're not, bro. It's a very weird place. I remember there used to be this internet legend that it was built on an Indian burial ground.
Oh, I heard that too.
I don't know, man.
Well,
It's
who
a very
knows, man?
creepy place. If there's one place that just creeps you out, it's that one.
And my one of my co-workers said that Houston has been shut down again because of the COVID.
Yeah, it has.
And that they're saying that if the cases grow here to 8,000, they're gonna shut it down here too. And right now we're like, yesterday they were at 5.8 here. Then they're saying that if it gets to 8,000, they're gonna have to shut it down. Second wave. I thought a second wave was gonna happen like in not this early, like maybe October or something. Dang, I don't know.
It was only a matter of time, man. People kept going outside.
Yeah.
Like, what'd you expect?
But we have to elevate our verbiage. We can't be talking like, "Hey, homie." Hey. But that's the best,
you, man.
though.
You're the conductor.
Hey, but that's the best, though.
Do you want to continue like that? All right, serio. All right, Simón, que sí.
Simón que no.
Simón que look at that line. Oh no.
A lot of things going on. I was telling Brian how Karen sent me something about pedophiles saying that love is love, so they're trying to join the LGBT movement, so they're trying to be a part of that, like, hey, listen, you women love women, men love men, and that's just how we are too. And then, come on, cuz, like, it's getting out of control. And this is what happens when you allow just one sin to be accepted. It's just gonna carry to other sins, you know what I mean? It's but that's how it is. It was in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Damn, bro, you trying to get us demonetized?
That's how it was in Sodom and Gomorrah. Like, if you go into history, I'm not saying...
You trying to get a strike on your channel? Damn, fool.
I'm not even... I know, you gotta be careful.
We gotta keep some of it for the podcast, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. You gotta be careful what you talk about, because...
Yeah, and the podcast, say whatever you want, bro. On YouTube.
They'll take you out, man. They'll end your career. Good thing that I don't make money off of YouTube, but I can say whatever, but then people will be like, oh, Oscar's this, Oscar's that. Hey, man, it's not me. It's in the Bible, It's in this. If y'all mad at something, be mad at this. You know what I mean? This is God's word, and that's what he says. In the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, that's how it was. You know what I mean? Like I was telling Brian, when the angels came to tell Lot, hey, you guys gotta take off because it's gonna get mad. It's gonna get mad real, right? And I was like, oh, serio? Like, yeah, Simón. Imagine the angels talking like that.
Yeah, I can see it.
And then when the angels were in the house of Lot telling him this message, they have to leave. There were some men outside, and they were like, hey, who are those men in your house? The angels. They were talking about the angels. They're let us in so we can know them. And now in those times, that means I mean, I don't want to get too explicit, but we're all. I'm pretty sure we all know what they were trying to say, and they were trying to, be with these men. And then Lot said, "Oh my goodness, what is happening?" And Lot said, "No, my you can have my daughters. They're virgins." Like, and the men were like, "Charlie, we want to know them." It's like, damn, those are the times. And I know, and those are the times that.
All right, let's pause it real quick. Back on.
I guess we can continue after, but yeah. So Sodom and Gomorrah is gonna be, and it's probably gonna be like that in the end of times. Just the love. It says in the word, the love of man will grow cold. Like there's gonna be like people are not gonna care about people. It's gonna be sad, but because we human beings, we ourselves are not the enemy. The enemy is the old serpent, the dragon. But there's a lot of things in life that bring division. Maybe you could say religion brings division too, but maybe that's what you're saying. Oh, religion brings division too. I think we have to understand there is a creator, and this first commandment is to love him, right? And the second one is love one another. Think about those two, man.
You good, dog?
Am I bugging right now?
You look like you're crying.
Nah.
I'm like, damn, fool.
Charlie.
This man got too serious on me.
Charlie.
This man broke down in front of me. Damn.
But yeah, man. Crazy times.
Discriminated for his beliefs.
And we were talking last we were watching a scary movie, I think Case 39,
yeah.
And that brings up things because, a lot of people, I don't know. Like, if you experience supernatural things, like I mean, I can say that I have. Not compared to Brian. Like, there's different levels that they manifest themselves. Like, to me, they've never manifested themselves that crazy like that. You know, like Brian works. He works in buildings at night, right? And he said that in one building one time he was chilling in the buildings, and then he saw like little handprints, like little kid handprints all over the window. Like, it's a second story or something. Like, how does that outside the window? Like, how that's like you that like if like there's a creator, there's a God, and there's an adversary. There's an enemy that we have, and even though there's a lot of wars on earth, there's one war that's the main war, and that's for your soul, and that's an eternal war. You know, that's a war that's gonna end all famine, all pain, all sorrow, and we need to focus on that war, on things that are eternal, not things that are temporary. You know, and it's difficult, you know, but I don't know. I'm bugging right now, you know. What do you think, BT? Young Moolah. I call.
How does the verse go? I am the truth, and the truth will set you free.
Yeah.
What verse is that?
I don't know, but I've heard that before.
I think that might be one of the most deepest verses
not,
in the Bible.
We're not like scholars as it pertains to the Word of God, like theology.
Well, you practice doctrine.
Yeah, we don't. So the memory verses that we know, they're just in our hearts and our mind. We don't know where it is in the Bible, but we know that it says that. You know, we grew up pretty much in the church. I was Catholic first until the age of 7, I believe.
Baptized?
I think it was baptism.
Confirmed?
Yeah, they baptized me because if they don't baptize you when you're a baby, then the duendes come and get you or something like that. Or you turn into a leprechaun when
Were you confirmed though?
I don't know, man. But I know they took me to the church. I think it was the one here on oh wait, where's that Catholic church? Right here on Grand, right?
Yeah,
that's where my parents got married too. That's where my parents got married.
They got married stateside? I thought they got married in Mexico.
No, they got married here. And it cost surgery and all that. We had to put her on I think we put her on a care.com. Don't quote me. I'm not sure how accurate this is, but we definitely had to pay for that.
Whatever it was, the issue was remediated.
Yeah. Is that a real word, remediated?
Yeah.
Like remedy? Does it come from the word remedy?
Uh-huh.
Remediated. Like that. I like that, isn't it?
Serio?
Ruthless vato with your language, with your verbiage. Ruthless vato with your verbiage. You know?
Hey, man, you're the one who said. Let's change our vocabulary, Brian. I want the vlog to be more professional. Now you gotta match my language, sir. Palabra.
It's very extensive. I'm not sure if I.
Well, make do with what you have, and if you don't, just pretend.
Yes, sir. ¿Cómo estaba?
Bien, ay.
Feeding the cats. The cats.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Sabbath.
Happy Sabbath.
You got the camera. Hey, what's good? What's good? Y'all getting Civic Talk Part 10. You already know what's good. What's good? What's good?
Question that Brian posed is God. Well, not a question. He was saying. Oh, actually, it's a question for you guys.
I was arguing.
It's a question for you guys. Is God a vengeful God? Is that his character? I said no because revenge is usually tied to hate, right? So God is love, so it would be contradicting his character of love, right? There's if you want to look up on your Bible the verses you showed me where he says Romans, what is it? Judges is where Samson says, I pray, remember me, give me the strength, right, for my vengeance against the Philistines, right? And then God gives him the strength to push the towers, right, or the pillars, right?
The pillars upon the.
So I believed I believed that God, that was not his character, because when we think of vengeance, we think of a human definition of vengeance, which is filled with, it's out of hate, right? Go ahead, Ryan.
I was making the arguments after reading the chapter in...
Wait, go here?
I don't know. It's up to you. I was making the argument after, in the book of Daniel, the story about what was his name? Belshazzar? Belshazzar?
Yeah. Belshazzar, who is the grandson?
The grandson of Nebuchadnezzar. The last king before the Medes and the Persians took over. Darius. Basically. And... well, y'all know that story, the writing on the wall. That's where this stems from. We started arguing about the writing on the wall, Mene Mene Tekel Upharsin. And basically, I was telling Oscar, this is one of the examples where God is a God of vengeance, a God of vindication, a God of righteousness, a God of judgment, and a God of consequence. Because as Daniel defined the writing on the wall, where the saying come from, towards Belshazzar, he describes it, Bene, God has judged you, counted your kingdom, and numbered it. Counted the days of your kingdom, numbered it. Tekel, you have been judged on a balance, and have been found wanting. And Perez, your kingdom shall be divided and given to the Medes and the Persians. And I was telling Oscar, this is one of the examples where God is no longer a God of mercy, but a God of vindication and a God of judgment. And he numbers the days of Belshazzar, and pretty much tells him, you are no longer allowed any second chances. This ends here. And this stemmed after Belshazzar violated the covenant of the Jews, where he took the vases and the instruments of the temple of Judea and used them in what's the word I'm looking for? In violation of what they are. He used them in a party, in a feast, for him and his princes of his kingdom. But I don't know what Oscar thinks though. He argues against that.
I just don't think that. I understand the verse, but the question in here is God's character of vengeance. And I think if he is vengeful, it's not how humans define vengeance. Because, like I said, revenge for humans is hateful. It's filled with hate. It's filled with anger of some sort of, you want to get back at whoever hurt you. But I don't think that the definition of vengeance for God, if it's the same as the definition for us. But Josue Arevalo, Hayward, let us know what y'all think, because Brian always has these questions. He asking me like I'm some kind of pastor and stuff like that.
I'm not even asking you. I'm telling you.
You asked me what I think, right? And I'm telling you what I think, and then you say no, that's not real. I just don't think.
Bro, I did not ask you. I told you straight up.
Okay.
I was telling you, and I was waiting for you to come up with a counter argument.
Well, I don't think so. If he is vengeful, it's not the same definition as humans have take the word as being revenge and or spite and everything like that.
Because basically, when it came down to it, he didn't give Belshazzar any other options, or it wasn't even a declaration of options. He told him straight up, your reign ends here. Your life ends here.
If God was vengeful, he would have right when Satan and took the angels, he would have had his revenge there. Right? Why he didn't have to he would have ended it right there. Like, no, you ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? I mean, you could look at it that way too. Like, why didn't he just had his revenge back in that time? So it's a lot of questions. Josue, Hayward, comment down below.
Let us know where you stand on this argument.
Hey, but if he is, I'll ask him in heaven. And if he says, yeah, actually, I'm vengeful. Cool. You know? I mean, it's like the most important thing is God, love the Lord your God, and love thy neighbor. And of course we're gonna have questions about other things, but Those are the two most important things, and when we see him in heaven, we could ask him everything we want, and actually, probably it'll be already clear to us, no? When we see him, everything's gonna probably be like, oh, everything will make sense, but Josue, Hayward, holla.
Biblical scholars. We can go shooting if you want. That's a better way of burning our money, don't you think? Serio?
Fool?
Serio, fool? I'm down. You down to go shooting? You down to go burn money?
Wait, but ammo's pricey, no?
Right now, yeah, but it's not that pricey. It's not that pricey. And I got some ammo on me.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. We can go to the range. I take the 9. We rent the lane. Serio, fool?
Serio, fool?
Serio.
Serio?
Serio. I'll bring the ammo. We can shoot a couple mags. You want to burn money?
Don't you have to have like a permit or something?
No.
Dude, honestly, ever since I watched this Mexican movie, old Mexican movie of where the guy shoots the gun and it shoots him, I was like, yo, I ain't never doing that.
Well, you're tripping, man.
He shoots the gun, he's pointing that way, and when he pulls the trigger, the bullet comes back to him.
It would never work like that.
I don't know, man. That's what in the movie.
It's a movie.
Oh,
it's fake.
It's probably real.
Superman flies in his movie. Is that real? Does Superman fly?
I mean, I think Superman is possessed by demons that give him those powers.
Well, he's technically an alien.
Yeah.
So
it's probably a demonic entity.
Civic Talk Part 10. We'll be right back.
That's gonna do it for episode 10. We went to get some grub. Yeah, get some grub.
Waited a minute there.
Waited a minute for real, man. There's madness in there. Hopefully you find your wallet, man, cause it's a hassle having
It's a cruel world.
It's a hassle having to get your ID again and all your credit, your debit and card replaced. And yeah, man. Civic Talk episode 10 coming to an end.
Coming to a close.
They say that place is haunted. The Waffle House. They say that Waffle House is haunted. I don't know. Never been in there.
Might be. It's a Waffle House?
Or some pancake house or something like that.
Really?
I don't know what that is.
I never heard of it being anything other than just a derelict old building.
They say it's haunted. I don't know how true that is. They say Santa Ana Library is haunted. I don't know how true.
They say Santa Ana High is haunted. Bro, motherfucking old libraries. I mean, the old county courthouse is haunted.
Oh, I heard it's haunted too. Happy Sabbath. God bless. God blessings to you, your family, your loved ones. Bless your enemies. Pray for your enemies as well. Pray for salvation is near. Stay safe. Don't wash your masks.
Clean your mask.
Don't wear your masks if it's not necessary. Cause you can also get it's not healthy to be breathing yourself. You know, like you need to breathe air. You know, breathe fresh air and stuff. So try not to wear it where you don't have to, and try to get some fresh air. My wife sent me something about this girl that got this type of locust, which is like her lip right here was swollen because she was wearing her mask. I guess it got bacteria. But I think you just need to wash your.
Oh look, those fools don't care about nothing.
Oh, they don't care about.
No social distancing, nada, bro.
We're gonna party today.
We're gonna
party today.
Y'all have a happy Sabbath, alright? Civic Talk number 10. We're done.